Hi, this is Min and thank you for joining me on yet another episode of She Walks the World, where I'm really enjoying cooking and reminiscing my travels through all these international dishes that I've tried on my adventures around the world. Now you can reminisce with me as well. Just head on to my blog at shewalkstheworld.com to read about my travels, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel by clicking on the button below. Alright, so we are on a restricted movement order here in Malaysia for the last 2 months, and I've been actually running out of chicken dishes to cook. That was when I remembered that I tried this really delicious chicken dish during my travels to the Philippines. So yes, today we'll be cooking a Filipino dish, and it is called the Chicken Adobo. So Chicken Adobo is like the unofficial national dish of the Philippines, and it's actually made by cooking the chicken in vinegar and soy sauce. And I remember trying the Chicken Adobo for the very first time when I went on a vacation to the beautiful Filipino island of Bohol, and I actually had this dish by the beach at night, so you can imagine how beautiful it was. Anyway, let's not wait anymore. It's a very simple dish to cook. Let's get started to cook the chicken adobo. For my chicken adobo, the ingredients I'm using are 4 pieces of chicken thighs. For this dish, it's best to use the drumsticks or thighs because it's more tender and the fats can seep into the sauce. 1/3 cup of soy sauce, 1/3 cup of apple cider vinegar. If you have Filipino cane vinegar or distilled white vinegar, it's better. 1 teaspoon of black peppercorns. You can use whole peppercorns, but I prefer them coarsely ground, so that's what I'm using. 2 bay leaves, 1 head of garlic crushed, salt and sugar to taste, and half a cup of water to use as needed. Now I'm going to marinate my chicken first. You don't have to, you just have to stew the chicken a little bit longer, but I prefer to do it so the chicken is more flavorful. We're going to pour in the soy sauce as well as the vinegar and the garlic. Stir it around a little bit. We'll leave it to marinate for at least 1 hour, but if you have time, you can always marinate it overnight. So now we're going to cook the chicken adobo. I'm going to heat my pan and pour in some vegetable oil. Once the oil is hot, I'm going to pan fry my pieces of chicken for a couple of minutes on each side and keep the marinade. After a couple of minutes, we're going to pour in the remaining marinade from earlier. You can also add a little bit of water and bring it to a boil. So once it starts to boil, we'll put in the bay leaves as well as the peppercorn. Stir it around a little bit, and then we'll simmer it for about 30 minutes until the chicken gets cooked and tender. So after 30 minutes of simmering, we're going to add in a little bit of the sugar. Stir it around a little bit. Cover the chicken with the sauce. You can always have your chicken adobo dry if you want, so you just have to simmer it until it gets completely dry, or you can leave some sauce behind. So once the sugar has melted, it is time to serve. Then we're going to scoop up the chicken, put it in a bowl, and serve it with white rice. If you want, you can also pour some of the sauce onto the rice. And there you go. Wow! This is my chicken adobo. So I can't wait to try out my chicken adobo recipe. I hope that it turned out good. Well, it looks good, and I hope it's just as good as the one I tried in the Philippines. Thanks for joining me on She Walks the World again. This is Min, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to read more about my travels in the Philippines, you can always head on to my blog at shewalkstheworld.com. Don't forget to give this video a like too. Now it's time to eat. Let's see.